How's it going, everybody? It's now March of 2025 and figured I should do a updated EDC video. I usually change what I carry depending on the time of year, the season, that sort of thing. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, first up, first item. This wallet actually I had mentioned in my previous one. I have several different ones that I go to. Some are money clip style, some are bifold. I have one that just connects to the back of my phone case. I usually sometimes do that one in the summer, just a couple of cards. Not able to carry much in those. This one has just held up well. I mentioned it in my previous EDC video last year. It's a Columbia wallet. I don't think they make it anymore. I'll try to link it down below. I'll try to link all my stuff down below. It just works. It could be a front pocket wallet or a back pocket wallet. It is wide enough to where you could technically fit some bills folded in half in the middle and they don't stick out too far, which is nice. I don't carry a lot in my wallet. I don't carry a lot of stuff in general, but I don't carry a lot in my wallet. So a couple of cards, ID, insurance card, I mean just some odds and ends, and then some cash if I need it. Next item is a watch. I usually wear some type of watch. Sometimes they're digital, sometimes they're analog. This one happens to be the Casio F91W, and basically it's just known for not only being very extremely affordable, but basically just taking a beating. It's got, like most of these, it's got alarms and a stopwatch function and things like that. The only downside I would say to this one that I don't like, it's going to be hard to pick up on camera. I'll try to get a video of it like in a dark room or something, but the light on it is not great. It basically, and they're all set up this way, it lights up from the top left corner and kind of shines across the face. So by the time it gets to the bottom right, it's very dim. But other than that, I love it. I love how flat and low profile it is, especially compared to other watches I've had in the past. It just has the basic like sport band, and it's extremely lightweight, and it's just been holding up great. Actually got it for Christmas just a couple months ago, so I've been using that pretty much every day since I got it, whether I'm working or out exploring. Third item that's always part of my EDC is my keys. I have a truck key, house key, toolbox key, you know, that all that stuff's basically stayed the same. A lot of times it sounds funny, I'll change the ring that they're on. I mentioned it in my last video. I've been carrying on my keychain now for probably going on, it's probably been 4 or 5 years, but it's a nail clipper. They all have that lanyard or key ring hole on the end, well most of them do. There's something about either having this on your keychain or the Victorinox SD. You can use it to clip like thread on your shirt or like on clothing. In my last video I described actually what started me carrying this was James May from Top Gear. He was talking about how he's always carried it, and I honestly never thought of it. My fourth item that's part of my EDC that I carry in the wintertime is I usually carry a multi-tool. On my last video it was the Victorinox Super Tinker, but a lot of times in the winter I find myself carrying something with a set of pliers, and this one happens to be a Leatherman Signal. I've had it for about a year, maybe more, I can't remember. Got it with a gift card, and it is holding up surprisingly well. It's a lot thicker, it's heavier than the Skeletool that I sometimes carry in the wintertime. But this one is kind of more designed, it's more towards the outdoor. It's got a whistle, it's got a little sharpening steel, it's got a fire starter, it's got a wood saw blade. I believe it has the thickest blade. I could be wrong, but I think it's the current thickest blade on a Leatherman multi-tool. It's just slightly thicker than, I believe, any of their current offerings, or at least most of their current offerings. It does have a very limited tool set. It does have a spot for their Leatherman bits. It does have a can opener. These all three lock, and then it does have an awl. When the tool's folded closed, they are on the inside, so they're not accessible unless you open it. And the fire starter, the steel actually works pretty good. I tested it a couple of times, used the back of the wood saw blade, and it creates some really good spark. Has the carabiner just like they do. It does have a small bit driver on the end that you could use, but one thing that I really like about it is it has this slide lock, and so you can't open the plier mechanism whatsoever. And then it obviously does have technically a small hammer on the end. And my fifth item is still my iPhone 13 mini. They don't make this size anymore. They canceled it shortly after they announced, I think it was like a year or two after they announced the 13 mini. My Magsafe Spigen case that was from the last video, Simple, grippy on the back. It's held up awesome. Anyway, my fifth item is my iPhone 13 mini. And then honestly, that's about it. I have these 5 items that I carry almost all the time, whether I'm working or at home. It just depends on what I'm doing. At work, I'll usually carry a pen and a small notebook. And then if I'm at home, or if I'm going out, or if I'm going out exploring, I might carry, usually most of my packs have some form of flashlight, so I don't usually carry a flashlight in the winter when I'm going, because that's usually in my bag or in my chest pack. But I don't carry every day like a lighter, but I usually throw in a lighter like when I go out hiking or when I go out. Just a couple of changes, the watch, the multi-tool. Anyway, that's it for this EDC update. I'll link what I can down below in case you want to go and look at them for yourself. The watch and the Leatherman are obviously still available, and both come in quite a few colors actually. So something about the crimson and the highlighter yellow that I like, a slightly different color than I normally would pick. You have any questions, any comments, leave them down below. Like and subscribe. I'd love to hear if you have tried any of the stuff that's in my video, and if you like it or not. I'd love to hear your experience of them. So, or if you have something specific that you like to use or something you think I should check out. But catch you guys on the next one. Get out there and explore.